Where in the hell was the host this entire episode of Ready to Love Part 2 reunion? He wasn't asking any probing questions, pitting women against each other. The men were able to do whatever they wanted to do. People was just saying whatever the hell they wanted to say. We got to do better. We have got to go back to the basics because at this point, child, it's a ish show, and it's not looking good, y'all. It's not looking good. Hey, y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle, and this is the Belle Perspective. And today, I am going to be covering the Ready to Love reunion part 2. We talked a little bit about this on the panel last night. On D Movie Man's channel. It was D Movie Man, myself, Kira, Miss Kira Speaks, and Shayna. Check it out. We hosted it on his channel. Go back and watch the replay when you get an opportunity. We had a good time. Y'all, this episode was where are we going, y'all? What are we doing? What are we doing? Anyway, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. You already know the vibes. I cover books, TV, movies. I do a little bit of all kinds of things here and there. Check out my playlist when you get a chance. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this reunion, y'all. Okay, so because we already reviewed a lot of this already on the panel last night, again, check out the replay on D Movie Man's channel. Gonna kind of like just hit some of the highlights that I felt were important. So coming in hot with Janelle and Tequila. Obviously, they weren't about to fight. This is where the episode picks up. Obviously, they weren't about to fight. Tequila was getting more active with security than she was with Janelle. And honestly, I think she was hoping and praying security would hurry up and grab her before anything actually popped off. Because what nobody finna get active. Okay? What nobody finna get active. We get Kat and Q and Janelle on stage. I think there was one other person, but I don't remember who that was. I only watched it one time, y'all, and my notes are shoddy at best. Here's the first round where they're pitting women against each other, Kat and Janelle. Kat is really just saying that Janelle is rude and she has been rude to so many other people, and Kat isn't the only person who has taken issue with Janelle. And this is when I realized Janelle was not playing with a full deck. I mean, I already knew it, but Mama really just was like, she really thought she shot out, okay? Shot out. Living in the land of Delulu, okay? Kat says, I don't have a issue with Janelle personally. My problem with her is that she's rude, is that the way she is belittling to people, the way that she speaks to me, her tone. I don't have an issue with her having a difference of opinion with me. But the way she talks to me and other people is insane. And why people were really trying to defend her, trying to defend Janelle in that moment, Quinton, i.e. Quinton, and people in the back were like, let's see how he tries to defend this. You're absolutely right. Quinton, how are you gonna try to defend Janelle when we literally have bean footage showing Janelle being out of line and out of pocket constantly? Two things. Shayna on the panel said that she was proud of Kat for standing up to Janelle. My opinion, because Janelle thinks that she is the star of the show, she thinks that she's carrying these bitches on her back. I wouldn't have give her anything because Janelle, in her Oprah tone, y'all, she was using that gaslighting tone, trying to make it seem like she was so calm, cool, and collected on stage, was ready to get, well, she wasn't really ready to get active either, but she was all loud and out of pocket backstage with Tequila. But then when she gets on stage, it's like, I just don't understand how, in all of my 42 years, I've been in rooms with some of the most extraordinary people. And I feel like my excellence disturbs their mediocrity. Like the way Janelle, please, 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 please. Okay. Where was I going with that? I forgot. Janelle living in the land of the Lulu, and I cannot with her. But because that's where I was going. Because she thinks that these women are obsessed with her. Her words, okay. Janelle thinks these women are obsessed with her. She said that Kat, you, and the other women are obsessed with me. In that moment, that is exactly how Janelle operates. She thinks that they are obsessed with her. So I'm not giving her anything. I just be like, okay, girl, for real, you right. Yep. Okay. Yep. The way Lee handled it, that's how you handle Janelle. There now in certain situations, you get with people, right? But in this, when that person thinks that they are the center of attention and you're giving them attention, that just feeds their ego. Anyway, long story short, I just wish Kat never had went back and forth with Janelle because Janelle wasn't. She Delulu, and any type of attention you give her, she is going to feed off of it, and I don't want to feed her nothing. Clearly, she ate enough. All right. Anyway, so and again, no, shit, that was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. My bad, y'all. Am I gonna edit that out? Probably not. But still, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, moving on. I was just ashamed with Quinton. I was just looking at him like, where is your backbone, my brother? My brother, where is your backbone? Well, you have no, you defending that, sir? And Tommy he wasn't holding Janelle to task at all. And then he went and tried to pull oh well, you're the one that called Janelle out of her name first. Yes, but that was after Janelle got ridiculously rude with Katarina. Like if you're gonna tell the story, tell it all. You start from point A and then tell us how we got to F. Don't start at C or D. Come on now. Are you serious? I didn't like the way y'all playing in our face, and I didn't appreciate that. Chris versus Jessica. Now, this is another area where I was getting upset with Tommy because we did not ask the appropriate questions. So we bring Chris and Jessica onto the floor. The whole issue about being combative and Chris not wanting to own up to the fact that he called Jessica combative to her face and behind her back, and then and then put her in the bottom using the words combative, not owning up to that. What I don't understand is Kira, Kat, and the other women going up for Chris after we've realized that he flipped over tables, which nobody talked about that. Nobody brought that up. Jessica herself didn't bring it up. I really needed her to bring that up. What else was going on? Yeah, I guess I just don't understand. Y'all are really truly gonna go up for Chris when he carried on the way that he did just because y'all don't like Jessica, which I don't think. Again, I don't think Jessica is the nicest person in the world, but she ain't Janelle, and maybe again she's guilty by association. But that's not enough to be just going up for her, going up for Chris because he's dead wrong as well. Y'all know what I mean? Get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I think Kat was being very much pick me in that moment, and Jessica and Kat ended up kind of going back and forth because Jessica said, "Didn't you guys say?" I guess she was trying to get confirmation of what she said, and Kat and Lee both were just like, "I'm not gonna say nothing." So I'm trying to figure out what did Jessica say that made Kat feel so bad. Like what was done that she had an issue, and that's what I needed Tommy to ask I needed Tommy to ask those questions. Chris, what did Jessica do so wrong to you that made you go off on her in the way that you did? Chris was like, "Well, I didn't like the way she talked to Katarina." Sir, you're not about to sit up here and get in women's business because this has nothing to do with you. So please give us a real reason. I think that Chris has been taught that women should be seen and not heard. And now that he's met Jessica, she's a disturbance in the force and he don't like that. I think that's what that is. And there's more to it, but I think that's part of the reason. And later on we see Kat and Jessica talking, and Jessica was like, "Well, I was trying to reach out for confirmation. You didn't respond." Kat was like, "Well, I didn't need to say anything when you asked me to speak." I was like, "Girl, what?" Kat, in that moment, I was like, "Kat is a pick me. Girl, you're mad because Marie did not pick you. He was mad that he picked Jessica. You're mad that he picked Jessica, and you're still mad about that. You're mad about it." And I thought that was the most immature thing that I seen Kat do. It's like, okay, girl, you're a pick me. It's a lot of y'all that's pick me's on here. All right, so we get to Aries and Phil. Aries said that, she knows that Phil has a job, which I mean, if Aries say he got a job, then okay, that's great. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Not shaming anybody's work. Listen, as long as you're not hurting yourself or no other person and it's consensual, baby, go for it. As long as you got food on your table, clothes on your back, and a roof over your head, and electricity flowing through your power lines, I'm fine. Okay, I'm fine with that. But I still to this day don't know what Phil does for a living. Okay. Anyway, Aries said it was the stability. He's chasing all these different dreams, and I am not in a space to be able to try to back him up with all of these dreams. He has entirely too many dreams for me. He needs to pick a lane and stick in them, at least one or two, and stick with them, right? So he wants to be an astronaut. He wants to be a pilot. He want to be a doctor. He want to be a lawyer. He want to be a farmer. He want to be a journalist. Maybe want to be a pipe digger. He want to do all kinds of things all at once. And she was like, maybe I don't have time. I don't have it in me. I'm a woman of a particular age. You got to pick one career or one or two little dreams and stick to it. Okay. The only thing about Aries is that she picked herself, but then she still was dating him even after the show. Girl, mixed signals. What is going on? I do appreciate the way Phil stood up for himself. He said, I am enough for myself. If I'm not who she wants to date, if I'm not the man for her, then that's fine. I think they still sleeping around. I think they sleeping with each other, and she just not. They just having a casual affair. Because why are you still going out with him? Anyway, all right. So Kira and the black culture thing. This probably was the most interesting part of the entire show. Kira says that Marie questioned her blackness. Now, the only reason why Marie questioned her blackness is because of the things that came out of Kira's mouth. Kira is the one that said she was the closest thing to white. Where did she get that? I have no idea. She is not biracial. She doesn't look like a white woman at all. At all, not in the least bit. But I guess because she feels like she's the closest thing to white, the way she talks or presents herself. But that's where I needed Tommy to ask the questions. Ma'am, what did you mean by you being the closest thing to white on this show? What do you mean by what are you saying? Right? Why are you not comfortable defending your blackness? What I need you to ask those are the questions that needed to be asked. Why did you feel so comfortable saying that Q dates white women, but you're the one who gives off that you let your white friends call you the N-word on the sly? Like, please tell us, because that's the energy you giving, Kira. What is it, mama? Okay. And then when Kira mentioned, okay, so we get to the part where Kira brings up Q dating white women. And she was like, well, Q is from Florida. So, and when she said that, I had to put my church finger up. I was like, oh, okay, I understand. I understand. I understand. In Florida, I am from Florida, born and raised. Born and reared. I have experienced it firsthand. People in my family member, my brother for sure dated Hispanic women. That's all if he wasn't having some crush on a biracial girl, he was chasing after some Hispanic girl. Like, that's literally all the women. And he grew up, all of us chocolate. All of us in my family, we chocolate. Okay. I'm probably one of the lighter versions of my family. I'm probably the lightest. And y'all see me. Okay. So we chocolate in my family. But my brother was steady chasing Hispanic women or biracial girls. So if it's not a Hispanic woman, it's a white woman or a biracial, a racially ambiguous woman. That's really what men in Florida. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. Anyway, anybody who's from Florida, get down in the comments. Let me know your experience because it truly is, that is that. So when Kira said that, I was like, oh, okay, I get where she's coming from. But still, to be able to box Quinton in, to be able to box Quinton in and say that she thinks that he only dates white women or Latino women, Hispanic women, he wanted to correct her. So I saw that, Quentin. To be able to box him in, but you're the one that gives that you only date white men, and you really give that you let your white friends call you the N-word and say the N-word on the slide. Girl, I cannot. Girl, if you don't, why were they not holding her to the fire? What was happening? She really was able to skirt past that with her tears, which I'm sure she learned from her friends. Anyway, Janelle, Lee, and Quinton, they were trying to make fetch happen. I was so proud of Lee. Girl, give them absolutely nothing. Give Janelle dust. Give her dust because that lady is crazy. Okay. Lee, they are convinced that there was a love triangle. Lee was like, child, baby, he want to be with Janelle, and I'm not about to get in the way. Good for you. He is not the man for me. Period. Okay, I know that's right. Lee said, I noticed that Quinton was feeling uncomfortable at the retreat. He couldn't come talk to anybody else. Janelle was lurking in the shadows, which way she could be. And he was uncomfortable. I got the feeling. Quinton was like, I was not uncomfortable. Janelle was like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Quinton, was I making you feel uncomfortable? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was not uncomfortable at all. No, ma'am. Right. You weren't uncomfortable, Quinton? Okay. I'm glad Lee paid her dust because that dust is what she deserves. We get to Quinton and Janelle. I don't think that think that they made a pact to each other that they're going to present well, because I think Janelle is still talking to other people. I don't think Janelle is really committed to Q in the way that she's trying to make herself seem, because later on we see Red say, or are y'all exclusive? Now they try to play it off and make it seem like Red was making a joke, but he really wasn't. He was asking, are y'all really exclusive now? Right. And you seen Janelle looking like, nigga, if you don't shut your ass up. That's literally how Janelle was looking at him. And Quinton was looking like, that's how he was looking. Go back and look at that. When Red asked, or are y'all exclusive? That body language was telling it all. Okay. Quinton and Janelle say that it was just so easy for the two of them just to get together. They had no doubt in their mind they were going to be the ones choosing each other at the end of the day. And now they're just really trying to figure out how they can integrate their real lives with each other. I was like, y'all are not. Y'all are not. Yeah. And I was rolling my eyes the whole time. Y'all not about to play in our faces. Please, 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 please. No, thank you. Okay. Anyway, those are my thoughts, y'all. Get down in the comments. I know it's all over the place. My notes are trash because I refused to watch this episode again. Check out our replay on the Movie Man's channel. It was a key for sure. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the episode. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.